Summer 2026 just became the greatest movie season in years, and nobody is even talking about it yet. 10 films hitting theaters back to back. Spielberg, Nolan, Disney, Marvel, all in one summer. And number one is the movie every single person on this planet has been waiting 5 years for, and it is hitting IMAX this summer. Do not close this video. Hit like and subscribe for daily recommendations, and let's get into every single one.
I have the power!
Kicking things off at number 10, one of the most iconic franchises from the 1980s is finally back on the big screen, and this time it is built for 2026. Masters of the Universe follows Prince Adam, a young man separated from his magical sword and stranded on Earth as a child, who must find his way back to his home planet Eternia and fulfill his destiny as He-Man. Nicholas Galitzine, who absolutely owned Red, White, and Royal Blue, takes the lead role, with Jared Leto as the villain Skeletor, Camila Mendes, Idris Elba, and Alison Brie all joining the cast. This franchise has been dormant for decades, and the question everyone is asking is whether 2026 can do for He-Man what recent years did for other beloved childhood properties. Masters of the Universe hits theaters on June 5th.
At number 9, the man who invented the Hollywood blockbuster is back doing the one thing he does better than anyone alive, and the result is already being called his strongest work in decades. Steven Spielberg, the director of Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park, and Schindler's List, returns to alien sci-fi with a story about the day the entire world finds out humanity is not alone. Emily Blunt plays a regular weather reporter whose live broadcast is suddenly taken over by something nobody can explain. Josh O'Connor plays a whistleblower standing inside a crop circle demanding the truth be released to every person on Earth simultaneously, and nobody, not even people who have seen the trailers multiple times, fully understands what this movie is actually about yet. Disclosure Day hits theaters and IMAX on June 12th.
I'm high as fuck!
Sliding into number 8, the franchise that made an entire generation laugh until they couldn't breathe is back, and this time nothing is safe. Scary Movie 6 reunites the original cast, with Anna Faris, Regina Hall, and the Wayans brothers returning 26 years after the first film to take down every horror reboot, remake, prequel, sequel, and legacy continuation that Hollywood has thrown at audiences in the years since. The trailer alone has already broken the internet, and if the original Scary Movie ever made you laugh until you cried, this is the summer reunion you did not know you needed. Scary Movie 6 hits theaters on June 12th.
Nice poncho.
It's good to see them fighting again.
It sure is.
At number 7, the franchise that made an entire generation cry in a movie theater is back. And yes, we all thought Toy Story 3 was the perfect ending. And yes, here we are again. Woody, Buzz, Jessie, and the whole gang return to face their most unexpected enemy yet, a tablet called LilyPad that threatens to replace them completely in Bonnie's world. Tom Hanks and Tim Allen are both back. The story explores what happens when beloved toys face the reality of technology replacing them, and early reactions from people who have seen early screenings describe the emotional ending as absolutely devastating in the best possible way. Toy Story 5 hits theaters on June 19th.
At number 6, after stealing every single scene she appeared in during last year's Superman, Millie Alcock finally gets her own film, and from everything shown so far, this could be the surprise of the entire DCU. Supergirl follows Kara Zor-El before she ever made it to Earth, exploring the darker and more complicated origin story of a character who has never been given the cinematic treatment she deserves. Director Craig Gillespie, who made I, Tonya, brings that same energy of a story told from an unexpected angle, and the result looks like nothing the DC Universe has attempted before. Supergirl hits theaters on June 26th.
So for your safety and the protection of those around you...
Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass. Welcome to the...
At number 5, 25 years after a group of completely insane human beings first decided to hurt themselves on camera for entertainment, it is finally over. Johnny Knoxville and the entire original Jackass crew are back for one last film, and the title Best and Last is not a marketing trick. This is genuinely confirmed to be the final chapter of one of the most unexpectedly beloved franchises in cinema history. The trailer alone has already caused chaos online, and if Jackass ever made you laugh so hard, you felt guilty about it. This is your farewell. Jackass Best and Last hits theaters on June 26th.
Coming in at number 4, the biggest animated franchise in the history of cinema is back, and this time, Gru and the Minions are facing something completely new. Minions and Monsters was originally scheduled for 2027, but was pushed forward a full year because Universal had that much confidence in what they made. And that kind of studio confidence right before a release almost always means something special. Steve Carell and Pierre Coffin both return, the voice cast includes Christoph Waltz, Zoe Deutsch, and Jeff Bridges, and the first trailer already has hundreds of millions of views globally. Minions and Monsters hits theaters on July 1st.
At number 3, Disney takes one of its most beloved animated films and brings it to life in a way that nobody expected to work. And from everything shown so far, it looks genuinely spectacular. Moana follows the same story of a young woman who sets sail across the ocean to save her people and finds the demigod Maui along the way, with Catherine Lagaia stepping into the title role and Dwayne Johnson returning to voice Maui, the character he originally brought to life in the animated version. The songs, the ocean, the adventure, all of it has been rebuilt for the big screen in live action, and the results look breathtaking. Moana hits theaters on July 10th.
So close to number 1 at number 2, Christopher Nolan, the man behind Inception, Interstellar, Dunkirk, and Oppenheimer, takes on the greatest story ever told, and the result looks like the most ambitious film of the decade. The Odyssey brings Homer's ancient Greek epic to the big screen, with Matt Damon as Odysseus, Tom Holland as his son Telemachus, Anne Hathaway as Penelope, and Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, Charlize Theron, and Lupita Nyong'o, all in supporting roles. This is the kind of cast and director combination that happens once in a generation, and early reactions from people who have seen test screenings describe it as Nolan's most emotionally overwhelming film yet. The Odyssey hits theaters on July 17th.
And at number 1, the most anticipated movie of the entire summer, and the film that will own every conversation from the moment it releases until the end of the year. 4 years after Spider-Man No Way Home ended, with Peter Parker erasing himself from the memory of everyone he has ever loved, he is back. Tom Holland returns as Peter Parker, rebuilding his entire life from scratch in a city that no longer knows his name. Zendaya returns as MJ. Sadie Sink joins the cast in a mystery role that has broken the internet with speculation. And Jon Bernthal's Punisher crosses over to the big screen for the first time ever alongside Spider-Man. Director Destin Daniel Cretton, who made Shang-Chi, has described this as a completely fresh start that will surprise everyone who thinks they know where the story is going. And the last time someone said that about a Spider-Man film, it became the highest-grossing Sony film in history. Spider-Man Brand New Day swings into theaters on July 31st, and you need to be there opening night.
That is every major movie hitting theaters this summer 2026, and this lineup might genuinely be the strongest summer Hollywood has ever delivered. If this video saved you from missing something incredible, hit subscribe because we cover everything worth watching every single day. Drop a comment below. Which of these 10 are you watching first this summer?